Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. Before we get started, I just wanted to tell you guys this is something new that, it's something that I've been wanting to try for a long time and something that a lot of you guys have been recommending I do. So just keep in mind while you're watching this video that this is new, this is a work in progress, so please leave comments down below as if you like this sort of thing, if you don't like this sort of thing, or things I can do to improve what this is, and that'll judge how this series goes in future, if it goes at all. So thanks for the feedback already guys, and let me know what you think down below. Enjoy the video. Follow Laaw for this one. Okay guys, what's going on? This is Blue. We're going to be doing a single person perspective for this game. It is going to be two premates going up against each other here as we're watching. We're going to be watching Mr. Oliver Bricks, otherwise known as the Laaw at the moment here. So I'm going to be playing a Trap Ranger build, interestingly enough. Don't see Trap Rangers that often, so we are going to be following him. Coming directly across the beach here, as you can see, going to be engaging this Guardian here as well, and we have some other members of his team going to be jumping on engaging that too. As you can see though, real quick, just a glance over Laaw's build. You're going to be running with 6 runes of the Undead, as well as Sword Torch, with the obvious short bow choice here in the offhand, and the Rabbit Amulet as well. His traits are going to be 10, 30, 30, 0, 0. But as you can see, his team did choose to go for an extremely offensive push here to start things off. Did go in there, managed to take one of the members of the red team down here, but a lucky Shadow Refuge, or rather a very good Shadow Refuge that came in there from the members of the red team actually managed to save him and get him back up. And again, Tron Jeremy now in the downstate though, as you can currently see here. They're going to be trying to stop him out at the moment. Laaw as well, going to be retreating here. We'll have to see how he's trying to pull this off, trying his best to res the opponent, but not going to be able to do that unfortunately. And as you can see here, his job in general, just as the Condi Ranger, just trying to toss out the damage as much as he can, as well as those war traps coming up here. But he does need to watch out though, because he is fairly squishy. Taking a look at his stats here, seeing what he's got, and whoopsie daisy, switch to someone I didn't mean to. Seeing what he's got on the defense route here, he's actually got 1.9k toughness, so he's pretty good on how he's going to be handling burst damage and whatnot. However, he literally has the minimum health pool for his class, so he does need to be careful for things like Condis and whatnot. That can really hurt him, and he just needs to watch out for that when he goes into team fights. But as you can see, he's actually in a bit of a downstate fight with his opponents here. Nice move by X-School. They're going to be knocking him off. Not much again he can do here, but trying the best to res himself up. Now, in theory, he's actually going to win this down fight if no one else from the members of the red team come back. And with that, again, you see the power of the Ranger downstate. Laaw is going to be winning this one, and he's going to be recapturing his opponent just a second. We have a bit of a skirmish going on in the op one here as well. Tron Jeremy going to be coming back, not making use of the water field here. He could have been Tron Jeremy. Could have been throwing down the short bow. Not sure if Tron Jeremy's actually running short bow, but could have been throwing down some stuff right here, but did not choose to utilize that because I believe he was a little bit too low and just wanted to escape out of that. Again, though, as you can see, a lot of AoE Connies going out here. We did see as well, Tron Jeremy went down. I believe we have a red team Shadow Refuge going out here, and as well, Laaw took a bit too much damage, so he is going to be going into the downstate. We have 2 members of the red team down here as well. Tron Jeremy looking to get stomped out right now. There was an AoE interrupt, and luckily for Laaw there, Magorum was able to come in there, deal some serious damage, and actually take out Fluffy Chicken, resurrecting Laaw and keeping him back in the game here. So it looks as though, again, just to note, we don't actually see Trap Rangers that often, so it's a little bit hard to call his role. It looks like he is, generally speaking, tending to be the far point, the far point 1v1er here, the person who's going to be staying on the far point, because obviously his team has chosen to fight on the side nodes. And just to go over as well with the map, this is the forest, by the way, and Laaw on the downstate again, so we'll explain that, what I was going to explain in just a second here. He's in the downstate, but again, you can see his teammates coming directly onto him, trying to get him back up. They need him in the fight, because they know all those AoE Connies he's going to be able to throw out can really help him out in the long run as well. Just sitting back here with the short bow, getting a lot of bleed stacks, 8 bleed stacks at the moment on his opponent. Is CC'd a little bit here this week. He's going to have to be careful. But again, more flame traps going to be thrown out. That's more damage just going into the brawl here. Magorum going into the downstate though, and as you can see, there was no chance of that getting interrupted. So with that, Laaw is going to be losing one of his teammates now, and he's going to have to be careful too, because X-School just managed to burst him down with a nice grenade barrage. Win as well, going to be coming in with that double stomp. He is going to be getting knocked out. And with that, red team, unfortunately for Laaw's team, will be reclaiming this point. So opening up the map just to see, while we are waiting for Laaw to respawn and get back into the game, it looks as though that red team, after taking that, are probably going to be taking down their boss. FOTW is going to be the one to take out Spawner here in just a couple seconds. You can see from the line of scrimmage here that blue team probably, apologies, the line of scrimmage, you can see the blue team really is not going to be able to get their way over here, and this will more than likely, about a 90% chance, will go in favor for the red team here, unless FOTW does manage to knock himself out. But Laaw is now respawned. We're checking out him. It looks as though that, again, blue team is looking to push for that far point. Red team is used to this now, and you can see that from all directions, they are converging onto that point as well. So there's going to be a pretty big team fight starting out here in just a couple seconds. Going over to Laaw's point of view here, too. We'll see how he's hanging out here. Is he going to engage from the top? That obviously could be a huge advantage. Just free casting with a Shrubbo could be a huge boon to him as well, if he manages that. And as you can see here, just tossing out the damage. A lot of Connies getting thrown out here at the moment, managing to take down X-School. However, they did manage to stealth out some members, and with that, Laaw will be taking advantage of the stealth and getting the stomp off onto his opponent, knocking X-School out of the game here. His new target is FOTW, the Thief, a very squishy target. If he manages to get 1 or 2 of those traps on him, he may take him down fairly easily, but we'll have to see. The Laaw as well, playing very dangerously by playing it in the actual fight there. He does have to watch out for that, because again, I did explain, he's squishy to Connie's, and just in general too, he may go down pretty quickly to burst, because he doesn't have a lot of defensive cooldown. So with that, he did get a little bit too risky, went in there, got hit by some pretty heavy bursts, and had himself taken down and knocked out of the game. This fight's still going in full swing though, so Laaw, when he respawns, will probably be making his way back over here. Once he's back up into the game. He is respawned now, but while we are waiting for him to actually get his moves going, we're going to watch Tron Jeremy here do some damage. Again, still targeting F2W here at the moment. As you can see at this far point where Blue Team is actively choosing to pursue a point here, they are, generally speaking, winning here, but things can turn around pretty quickly. F2W in the downstate. Eleanor may be going down the next few seconds as well. However, as we can see, Laaw looks like he's about to come back in here again. Gonna rejoin this fight, so let's go back over to him and resume watching the game from his point of view. Probably gonna be targeting X-Cool here in the next few seconds, throwing down some traps here. Looks like he actually threw traps over on his opponents over there, actually. So again, keeping some damage on the alive people and maybe taking them down in a couple seconds as well. Fluffy Chicken was taken down a few seconds ago. Tron Jeremy gonna be throwing down the black powder there, which will allow him to stomp him out. And Laaw gonna actually be retreating. Curious to see where he's going. Looks like he's gonna make his way to middle now too. May have been able to get a scout out, possibly thinking that it may be empty, or as well, nope, this is what I see them doing. They're actually gonna be having him falling back to home. They did get control of that far point, so they want to make sure they have someone back there and waiting. Was it an overestimation? Possibly. We do have the Thief, FTW, making his way back over there right now. So Laaw, that may have just been the right choice. Now the question is, how effectively will Laaw actually be able to 1v1 the Thief? Now, the traps are going to be a huge boon to him. Thieves in general tend to be weak to that on-point AoE that they have to deal with. Laaw just has to watch out. He needs to see, here comes FTW right now. We're going to have to see how he engages here. Does he actually see FTW coming? I think he does. So with that, he needs to get on those traps. We'll see. Here comes FTW dodging a lot of those traps. They've still got a nice amount of the burn ticks off, and you can just see FTW melting to the burn ticks. Laaw immediately having those traps up and ready to go, and FTW says, I don't even want any of this. He's just going to be backing out, and Laaw will have successfully defended this home point, and we'll be keeping it for that much longer. And again, not really much to say here for the time being. Just sitting away on this. We're gonna go back over to the big fight over at the far point while we are waiting for Laaw to get into some more combat. But again, he's just gonna be sitting safely on the back point for the time being, holding on to that. Meanwhile, while we were watching Laaw, Blue Team did an excellent job holding on to this far point over here. They're keeping it. They're keeping it in their control. It looks like they're fighting. Their team fighting excellently here at the moment. Laaw is gonna be going possibly up here in a second, so we may go back to his point of view. But again, Blue Team doing an excellent job at defending this, going for the 2 side point rotation. And as well, Blue Team up to this point has almost completely ignored middle point. Laaw, let's see here. He may have the option to go in here. The Necromancer that was on that point fell back. I think Red Team has basically almost all 5 of their members are going to be coming on this. The only exception is Affliction here, who was taken out a few seconds ago. But we do have a big old 4v4 going on over here. Checking out though again, Laaw did realize that midpoint was empty. That was probably a call that went on TeamSpeak. They probably counted out the numbers. That's something you generally want to do on your team, is make sure you keep track of who is where. They called that out, and with that, Laaw was able to come in here, and he's now going to get a free cap in mid, allowing his team to have a free 3 cap. But as we're going to see right now, he is going to have to 1v1 Affliction in just a few seconds. That might be some trouble for him, because again, he is at minimum health pool for the Ranger class, so Connies are going to start hurting him. But if he's able to hold on for just long enough, his team is probably going to take this game, as they are just shooting ahead with the lead at the moment here, just getting over the 100-point margin for their lead here. But he's fighting pretty brilliantly at the moment here. You can see he popped the Entangle, doesn't want to take any risks at all. He knows that he's going to be weak to the Connie if the Necromancer gets the chance to apply him, so he's just trying his best not even to give him the chance. And as you can see, Affliction is just struggling to keep himself alive. He's already popped Plague Form as well. The animation is sort of not there, but even the Connies, he can't even break through that. He is going to be going down, but we'll have to see now. Laaw is going to be in a 1v2 scenario. He's going to have to try to hold on the best he can, but he does have some more support coming in from his teammates, but with the Connies on him, he's got to be careful too here. We have Affliction down. He has some more teammate support in here as well. Laaw, his focus, it seems to be right now, is just stay on the point, make sure you hold on to that, and we can worry about killing people later. Your teammate can worry about that, and as you can see, that was a nice choice. Only 922 health. Luckily got his healing spring up there, so he's going to be okay for the time being, and I think Laaw has just survived that. So with that in mind, with this last team fight wrapping up here, he may go down again. Might have been getting a little bit too much into the team fight there, so taking a little bit too much direct damage will lead to his downfall. But as you can see, his team is going to be taking this one. So guys, if this is ending up getting uploaded to YouTube, I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed it, this is something new I'm trying, so please feel free to leave comments down below telling me if you like this and if you'd like to see more of this, and if you didn't, you could say that as well. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and all that stuff. And for those of you watching on the Twitch stream, please feel free to continue chatting and leaving comments, because we are back.